Hey everyone, it's Sally and
And
Ali.
Sally.
And we're here again on the EmpowerZen Community Channel. And we are finishing off today, Ali, the last of the 12 universal laws. How fascinating has this little journey been, hey?
Love it. Yeah, we're tying a bow at the end of the 12. But you're right, Sal. I've just loved them. Not only just learning about each one, but also knowing how they interconnect.
Yeah.
Because the interconnection, I mean, we have the fruit of life as part of our logo, and it really is about the interconnection, the overlap, and how one leads to the other and then creates
Mhm.
this beautiful whole.
Absolutely. They're stepping stones from building on each one.
Yeah,
So
love it.
today we're doing the universal laws 10, 11, and 12. So the law of polarity, the law of rhythm, and the law of gender. Ooh, drum roll. So, getting into the law of polarity, everything has an opposite on the same continuum. You need one to experience the other. And this is the basis of polarity. Example, feeling joy only when you feel sadness. Well, it's basically talking about a battery, isn't it? With the two polar ends.
Yeah.
So,
Magnet
so what was that?
and a magnet.
And a magnet, that's right. So be grateful for the perceived negative things in life as they allow us to experience and learn from them. We always say there's a silver lining in every experience.
As
Do you want
long as you go and look for it. If you're willing to look for it,
to?
you'll find it. If you're going to wear blinkers, you're not going to find it. So when shit happens, look for the gold.
Make lemonade out of lemons, right? When all
Yeah.
that sort of
And
stuff.
if lemonade is not, you think make lemon curd, make lemon meringue. You can use your lemon for your face mask. There's so many things you can do with lemon. You don't have to like lemonade. And this is it. Look for the joy. It might not be what everybody's telling you, but look for what makes your heart sing. Look for what sort of
Yeah,
tantalizes your taste buds, right? It
yeah,
might not
yeah.
be lemonade.
So when life gives you lemons, make lemon soda water, lemon face mask, lemon verbena hand wash. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Whatever works for you, do it, babe.
Yeah. So we've got this beautiful quote here from how do you pronounce that? Kai Balian.
Alien, I think.
Yeah. All truths are but half truths, and every truth is a half false.
Love
There
that.
are two sides to everything. Opposites are identical in nature, yet different in degrees. It's a really good quote, Ali.
I love it. Exactly. And we'll be coming to that in the last one as well when we're talking about yin and yang. Because
Mhm.
in science says for every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction, right? So the law of polarity is very much about those scientific principles, whether it's the battery, the negative and the positive, which is also what we have, with magnets, the
Mhm.
negative and the positive. So the polarity, it's kind of good to have the two opposite ends so that we know about what when you're not having something, you know that there is an opposite alternative.
Mm.
Yeah, even computer language is binary. It's two-sided.
Oh, yeah, binary, absolutely. Empowered strategies. We absolutely love our empowered strategies because they
Absolutely.
really just help. It's something to stick into your toolbox, right? To help you really take that extra shift up. So, negative emotions are inevitable because shit happens, as we say, but it's necessary. So, without them, we wouldn't know what positive emotions are. Do you want to speak to that?
I just want to bang on about, emotions are not positive or negative. Emotions are emotions. It's like,
Mhm.
this is a phone. It's not a good phone or a bad phone. It's a
It's
phone.
just, it is,
Now,
it
I
is.
can get good reception on my phone or I can get crap reception on my phone. It's the same as your emotion. So there is the emotion of happy. So
Mm,
happy will feel differently in your body. And we're all about energy. So how does that
mm,
emotion feel in your body? How
mm,
does it make you feel in your heart? What messages is it giving you in your head?
mm,
What is it empowering you to do? And the same with sad. So the emotions are just what they are. It's how
mm.
it makes us feel inside, how it makes us think, how it makes us respond. All of those things are what the emotions are about. But to make it easy, we say positive and negative
Yeah,
emotions. But I think that does emotions gives them a bad rap
yeah,
because it's up to us to give it the meaning we want.
yeah,
Somebody dies, for someone might think that's sad. Someone else might be rejoicing in that.
yeah.
I'm waiting for Vladimir Putin to fall off the perch or have something to do with me. And he's not the only one, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's the weighting that we're giving it. So really, in all the work we do, you want to be in the center point, not on a linear scale of from 0 to 100. You want to be in that center point of it. So, as this next point says, the goal is to accept the emotion and instead of focusing on resisting it, accept it and focus on how it can help you moving forward. Right?
The,
Absolutely.
the meaning you give it and look for look for the silver lining, right? Because it's
Yeah.
about the focus you're giving it and the impact you're allowing it to have in your life. It's all about choice. Choose what you want.
Yes, everything is about choice. So that's the law of polarity. Hopefully, you've got an idea of that. So, moving on is the law of rhythm.
And the rhythm of life is cycling.
Jingle in your whatever.
Yeah, I can't sing.
It's taking me back to school days. So the law of rhythm, this is all about nothing is permanent. It's like seasons, they change, tides come and go, and night turns into day. So it's the rhythm. And so energy is always in motion, and we're all about the energy, right? And these motions create cycles and patterns. So like you get the fashions, cycles of what's in and what's out, the stock market, the bull and the bear market, and the circle of life, right? So each of these phases has a different purpose and function, but together they are vital to the full picture. So you can't just have one without the other. It's like seasons. You can't just have summer all year round. You need summer, autumn, winter, spring. So we tend to get attached to one specific phase without understanding the holistic picture. Oh, that's what I was meaning. However, we need the other phases just as much because they're part of a greater whole. So you need all 4 seasons, for example, not just one.
Yeah. You can't have spring if you haven't had, a nice warm summer, or, even to have a winter so that the field or the soil can kind of rest, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the circle of life with nature, right? Because as it says, the law of rhythm is expressed by Mother Nature. The tides always turn. Trust the process. It's a natural course of life. So if we can go with the flow rather than resist it, we will be much happier in the long run. So here's the quote from George Santayana: to be interested in the changing of the seasons is a happier state of mind than to be hopelessly in love with the spring. That's exactly, just to back up exactly what you were saying.
Otherwise, you spend 3/4 of the year when it's not spring being unhappy, right? And wanting and wishing for spring. So you're living most of your life, in what you don't have rather than what you do have. So go with the flow, go with the rhythm, and enjoy each season for what it offers. So winter's a nice time to enjoy soups and stay home and, cuddle by the fire. Or I love glühwein. So, hot chocolates, all those sorts of things. Enjoy what each season is giving you. Summer's a beautiful time to have barbecues and go outside and walk along the beach. And I don't like sand in my feet, so I don't go to the beach. But hey, I know that people like Sal love the beach, right? So whatever it is for you, I get my jollies from summer doing other things, on the beach. But I do like barbecues. And so whatever the season is for you, enjoy it. And if it's not one thing, look for the other thing that will give you joy. But don't keep wishing and hoping that it was something else. There's no joy there.
Absolutely. And here's some of our empowered strategies. Oh, I mean, just back on that point. If you focus on one thing, you're living in lack, because 3/4 of the time you're waiting for the other stuff. Like, stop and smell the roses, because there's beauty in all the moments. That's the whole silver lining thing. There's beauty in every season or every circumstance. So our empowered strategies, which we just love: when things are going well, appreciate it while it lasts. And when things aren't going as well, take comfort in knowing that better days will come, that this too shall pass.
Yeah, my friend used to say all things are passing, which is just another way of saying that. So when you don't like what's happening, as Sal says, this will pass. So you know that something else is coming, and it might be better or it might not, but it will not be the same. So whether it's good or whether it's bad, enjoy it for what it gives you. As we said, even if it's not great, you can still find some joy in there if you go looking.
So that's our last point. Learn to observe the ebb and flow of life with patience and faith that there is a time for everything. Yeah, absolutely. So, Ali, do you want to? Oh no, we've got another one: the law of gender. The law of gender. Do you want to take us through this one?
Sure. So we were talking about the divine masculine and the divine feminine, and the law of gender is very much related to that. So, creation needs both yin and yang, the masculine and the feminine, and both of them need to come together to create life. It says here, both masculine and feminine are required in balance to create everything. The sexual reproduction of a species is a really great example of how things work in the physical world. And this concept applies even to our energetic world, because with no creation, you won't actually have any sort of energy going on. So turning an idea into reality only comes from the germination of an idea, which is very much the masculine. The masculine creates the idea and the feminine nurtures it into being, very much like a baby, right? Because without the balance of masculine and feminine energy, nothing would be created, nothing would come to fruition. And as we said, you need the seed of masculine energy to create and the feminine energy to gestate the idea and bring it to birth. When both divine feminine and divine masculine work in harmony, we can manifest our desires in the material world. It's like the perfect marriage, right? When you have a perfect marriage of your energy, your heart, your head, all of those things coming together, then you can create what you're wanting in your world. And we say, energetically speaking, masculine energy is creative, it's practical, it's visionary, but if it's out of balance, it won't work. So out of balance, it can become what we call unresourceful in coaching. Then it can take the form of control, anger, conflict, and even violence. Feminine energy, on the other hand, is intelligent, it's nurturing, and it's intuitive when it's balanced with the masculine energy. If it's out of balance, it becomes vulnerable and weak and useless because it gives away all its power, right? And that's what a lot of women have done in the past. And so now it's about marrying the masculine and the feminine. And we all have both of that in us. So whether regardless of your gender, whether you're born male or female, you will have divine masculine and divine feminine within you. And everything has masculine and feminine qualities. So harnessing those is what's important. And the quote says, these energies must be in balance for us to be masters at manifesting. So bring them into being, put them together, have them in balance to create. And your empowered strategy is embrace both masculine and feminine energy to strike a balance that nurtures and tends your ideas and desires, and then brings them into an inevitable gestational period before they manifest. Isn't that a beautiful way to finish the 12 laws?
Absolutely. And I think we should also note that children are a perfect blend of the masculine and feminine energy. And then, life gets in the way. But it's a beautiful blend of both, that balance of the divine feminine and the divine masculine. And then we get, the way that we
socialize them. We socialize the shit out of them. Take away their beauty.
Yeah. That's a whole other topic. So here's a recap of the amazing 12 universal laws that we have gone through. So if you missed any of the laws, go back and watch on the other episodes. But we've got the law of divine oneness, which then leads into, as we said, they build from each other, the law of vibration, which a lot of people then leads into the law of attraction, which I think is probably the most popular. What do you think, Ali?
The law of attraction is best known, but people don't realize that for the law of attraction to work properly, you need to be in the proper vibration. And that's where the law of vibration is important. So they do all feed one into the other.
And then that feeds into universal law 4, the law of correspondence, which then steps into law 5, the law of action, and then into law 6, the law of cause and effect. Do you want to run us through the last 6?
Sure. And then in number 7, we have the law of compensation, followed by universal law 8, the law of perpetual transmutation of energy. Law 9 is the law of relativity. And the last 3 we did today, which is the law of polarity, the law of rhythm, and the law of gender. So those are the 12 universal laws that separately are quite awesome, but when you put them in combination with each other, they are magic.
So powerful, because once you have that little bit of awareness, then you understand what's going on and how you can utilize your energy more powerfully, and also how you can be sabotaging yourself when you're using your energy in the wrong way, shall we say, or trouble.
And I really love that, because so often we're kind of focused on what we don't want, that we kind of forget what we do want. And what you're doing by focusing on what you don't want, you actually are sabotaging yourself. And you might not be aware that you're sabotaging yourself, but that's what you're doing. So stop focusing on what's crap and start focusing on what's gorgeous and what you want.
I thought I'd just get your pretty picture up on the pretty face up onto the screen in a bigger way. So we want to thank everyone for following along and joining us through our, I think it was 4 videos on the 12 universal laws. Go back and watch them, because they are so powerful, because then you can start to utilize your own energy more powerfully. And this is what we're all about: empowering Zen, empowering you to ground, connect, and grow. Utilize your energy to your advantage so that you can create more positive change in your life and just be happier and feel freer, right?
And spread it to other people as well, people within your circle, your life, and people you don't even know. Because when you are a leading edge for what you believe in, it's amazing how your leadership sort of shines out to people you haven't even met necessarily. Your energy will ooze out of you. So give us some comments below. Please don't forget to like and share and subscribe. You know, the more the merrier. And if you'd like to come and join our Facebook group, we have a Facebook group called EmpowerZen Community. We do great things there. Once a week, we have an hour of power, Sally calls it. It's Sunday evening in the US and it's Monday morning in Australia, New Zealand, because it's about setting you up for the week. We do some goal setting, we do accountability, we have a lot of fun, we do some personal growth, we bring some information there to kind of expand people's knowledge and awareness and how we can empower your life and absolutely ground, connect, and grow for your benefit and the benefit of everyone in your world.
I was doing some stretching because we do stretching, we do grounding meditations, we do visualizations, we do card readings. Like we're unique. We're out of the box with what we do. So
not just any cards. There are Find Your Bling cards. They're completely different. 8 decks of 100 cards each. 800 cards of amazing stuff. I tell you, you don't want to miss this. And we have a free trial till the end of March. And then if you want to continue with us and join up, you're more than welcome. It's only $100 a month. Wherever you are in the world, come and join us. We'd love to have you.
Yeah, the cards, clarity, insight, and direction, you know, helps you with where you're going in life. But enough of that, Ali. So thanks for joining us, everyone on the EmpowerZen Community Channel, going through the Universal 12 Laws. We'll be back next week with some more interesting insights. And anything else to add, Al?
No, just that we love having you, you know, around to have your energy with us and your company. So come back again.
Yeah.
Ciao.
See you later, everyone. Bye.